So hi everyone, my name is Sunny Rogers. I live in North Little Rock, Arkansas, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. I started in November 2014. I went silver in December of 2014, and then exactly a year later, I went emerald. And it has been a ride of a lifetime. And I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what that has meant to me. Just starting out with the Plexus products themselves, it's been a game changer. So I'm so glad all of you guys are on this call. And I want to say welcome to Plexus if you're brand new. Like I said, it's been life-changing. So the products themselves started changing my life, and then I started to feel bad for not sharing them with people that I knew it could really help. I had to kind of get over some fears, and a lot of it just took me learning about the products and what they could do for others. And so that's what I'm hoping that tonight can be for you guys, just kind of a brief overview of some of the things that other emeralds and jewels have found to be helpful in their businesses. But for me, when I first started, I was taking the triplex combo, and within the first week of just the slim, I noticed I was sleeping through the night, like all the way through the night. And I had no acid reflux I didn't have acid reflux that I used to have. You guys again. Let's see. And then I used to have 3 cups of coffee a day pretty regularly, at least 2 in the morning to be able to wake up. Like it was a must have. If I didn't, I was a zombie. And I no longer needed that coffee. Now I just have it because I genuinely love it, and it's only on occasion. I don't have coffee every single morning. I don't need it. My hormones are better balanced, and my gut health is the best it's ever been. And I've had hair and nail growth like nobody's business. This is not normal for me. It's pretty cool. And that's just what these health supplements have been able to do for me. And when I was first starting, I was pretty hesitant to share. I was really cautious about it, and I wanted to make sure I was being really genuine with myself and others. So I only posted occasionally. And let's see, I only posted occasionally, and it was really because I wanted people to know what it was about. And I was watching my upline do a really great job, and she paid off her car a year or 2 early or something like that. And I thought, well, she's doing so good. Maybe I'll have a couple friends that will be interested in trying it along with me. I have really had 0 to no expectation that it would turn out to be as amazing as it has. So I just started posting here and there. And I thought, well, if I get a couple customers, that money is just a little extra money that I can put toward my $60,000+ worth of school loans, because I'm a social worker full-time. I have my master's degree in social work. So I work full-time and I do Plexus in my spare time. And so I was posting here and there, and I've got more than a few friends interested. And then I started realizing that I had something that could genuinely change people's lives, not only in health ways, but in financial ways. And it changed my financial health, and then it has changed the forecast of my financial future totally. We'll talk a little bit about the compensation plan and why it is just so phenomenal. And it really allows you just to be genuine and honest with your friends, to be able to share something that you know that is awesome. So with the financial gift that's been given to me through Plexus, I've been able to pay off multiple loans years early. I've saved over $20,000 in student loan interest. I paid off an 11.5% interest rate loan that was daunting, and I really thought I would be in debt for the rest of my life. And here I am. I'm 27, and I will be debt-free this year. That's amazing. I was pretty for sure I was going to be at least 40 before that happened. But thanks to Plexus, They're wonderful products that say that that do what they say they're going to do. I'm here today and I'm able to share this with you, and I'm really, really excited to have you guys here. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right on in. Let's see. Okay, so we've got this new ambassador training, calling it a boot camp, because we try to kind of put as much stuff in one PowerPoint and as quickly as we can without it being too overwhelming in the beginning, because we know some of you have just started and you're like, what is this all about? So welcome to our team. We're so glad you're here. Let's see if I can figure out how to advance this. Come on. There we go. It's all about duplication. So most of our teams, we have an ambassador checklist. So in the very beginning, I found, saved, and printed the success plan. So we have these new, awesome, some of you are probably getting them in, some of them are still on back order, these welcome kits that come with some amazing information, and there will be trainings about those too. But there's something separate, and it's called the success plan. And it has just about everything you're going to need in the beginning. It's got commonly asked questions. It has the products. It has how much they cost at each different level. And those are some of the first questions people ask you, and you're like, I don't know what that is. Help me. But you're going to want to find the success plan, print it off and tab it, add notes in there. It also has a place for you to start making your list of people to get in contact with. It was a wonderful resource for me in the beginning. I'm so glad that I had it. And then you'll also want to find the new ambassador checklist from the files section on your team page. It's going to have common things that we would like for you to do each day, or that we have found that have worked for us to do each day. I would also recommend that you ask your upline to suggest 5 or 10 people to follow on Facebook. Don't necessarily friend them on Facebook unless they're on your immediate team, but follow them, because once you get high up, you've got lots of friend requests and you can't really keep adding people unless they're on your immediate team. So we ask that you follow some of these people. Some really great ways to find good posts, to find good information to share with others. Also, add yourself, or make sure you get added to the Life-Changing Plexus Testimonies page and the Team Diamonds in the Making page. And add all of your team to that. That's what it means by duplication, is what we do for you, you will do for your downline, and they will do for their downline. But if you miss a link, then they're not going to know what these wonderful things are. So it's all about duplication and making sure everyone gets the same good information that you have. Train, equip your ambassadors to be successful and follow the system. We're not recreating the wheel every time. All of the information is there for you. You just have to go find it and share it with them. It's once you do it once, you kind of get the hang of things, and it's not nearly as overwhelming. And then encourage and help your people with their first Facebook post. That one can be really intimidating. I just kind of started mine with, hey guys, I'm starting this Plexus thing. I don't know much about it, but I'm going to be really honest with you with how it goes. And then I just posted occasionally on how I started to feel about it. And then once I felt confident, man, this stuff really is working for me, then I just was free for all. I was so ready to share it. And it wasn't because I had some huge testimony. You don't have to wait for that. You can earn while you learn and continue to share with people. Okay. So teach and train your team to turn their auto qualifications on from day one, and make sure that people sign up with a welcome pack. Okay, let me explain that a little bit to you. The auto qualification does not have to be scary, okay? It doesn't have to be something scary. Like I have never ever had one of my auto qualification packages sent to me ever, but it's been on for over a year. I never turned it off. Because if I accidentally don't have 100 PV one month, then I'm not going to get paid on the people that are below me. So it's there to protect you. If you go in and order your 100 PV worth of products, it's never going to send to you. So it's not a scary thing. So get people to start out with that turned on. And then have people sign up with a welcome pack, because that welcome pack is the one-time chance you're going to get to have below wholesale price products. You get that first thing in the beginning. If you didn't sign on with a welcome pack because you just didn't know that it was that good of a deal, you have 60 days from the time you sign on to go in and call customer service and order your welcome pack. So don't worry if you didn't get one, you can go back in and get it. And I recommend calling customer service to do that. And then one of the simple ways to grow your business fast is to have everyone turn their auto qualifications on. Now, it's not something scary, like I said. We just educate about that from the beginning. And then all ambassadors on our team, we want all of you to be a product of the product. We don't think that it's best to just try to share something that you don't believe in. When you are the product of the product, you know what these products can do for you, and that builds a belief in you that no skeptic can shake, because you know what it has done for you and no one can take that away from you. So we really encourage you to be a product of the product. Try all of the products if you're able to. Test them all out. See what they're about. Learn how to take them, because once you take them for yourself, you're not going to have any problem telling someone else how to take them, because you do it yourself. And then also, some people are hesitant to get a welcome pack, or they want to just start with the $34.95. And if that's where you're at financially, that's okay. But it's really good to make that commitment. $99 or $199 is a very small investment that can be huge in securing yourself and in securing team members for them to go ahead and invest in that $99 or $199. It can be really big in keeping them there for the long haul. Because they're committed when they're willing to go in and buy the products. We want committed people to come work with us. More duplicate. I cannot say it enough. Teach your people these things that you're learning, and they'll do the same thing, and then your job won't be nearly as hard. So let's talk a little bit about Facebook. We want to be consistent, and we want to be persistent, because familiarity breeds comfort. If we're just seeing these things, so let's talk a little bit about like Flintstone vitamins. People aren't scared of Flintstone vitamins because they've been around their entire lives. They're a little bit nostalgic even. So people aren't scared about that. But even Flintstone vitamins aren't FDA approved, much like our products. But for some reason, we're okay with that. It's because we're very familiar with it. So if we continue to post on Facebook post smart, guys, and regularly, it starts to bring about this comfort with people that we can talk about it and also have it be a part of our lives and not our entire lives. So when you're posting, also don't worry about offending others, because we believe that this is a good and true and honest blessing. And we're sharing that with others. They can take it or leave it. And you're never going to make everybody happy. That's the truth. You're never going to. So don't be worried about offending others. Just share your own belief in your own blessings. Nobody can take this from you. And we found that those who post most frequently are the most successful. But post strategically, okay? Don't spam your friends. We don't want a bunch of random graphics that aren't interesting to you. We want them to be genuine posts that you really believe in. People that you really know even. That has such an impact on people. And then we have testimonies of real life people on our team, the Life Changing Plexus Testimonies page. Those are people all from the Diamonds in the Making team. We know those people. They're on our team. We can trust that those are real and true testimonies. Share them. They are awesome. But we also want to post strategically, and what I mean by that is keep your real life in there. Not everybody wants to see Plexus in every single one of your posts. They just don't. That's going to turn them off to you because you're just going to be another ad in their life. And heavens knows we don't need any more ads in our life. We have plenty of those to go around, right? And then also as you're posting, if no one likes it, if no one's commenting on it, don't get discouraged, because I promise you they are watching. I still have people come up to me who never comment, never like my stuff, but they say, hey, I see what you're doing on that Plexus thing. I might talk to you later. And I had no idea. So don't get discouraged if people aren't interacting with you, because they probably don't want you to know just yet that they are interested. It's all about timing. But if you want likes and comments, ask for them. Ask on your team page, because we would be glad to do that. It's really encouraging to have lots of people comment on your post and like things, mostly because the more people that comment and like on them, they are more likely to be seen by more people. So don't get discouraged if people aren't liking and commenting things. And then also, don't just go in and click share someone else's post. Why, Sunny? It's all there and it's all nice and it's all pretty and put together. Well, when you share something, much less people actually see it. So why waste your time if not many people are going to see it? So let's talk about copy and paste. Copy and paste, give them credit, save the picture, and then repost it yourself. I've got some notifications going on up here, and I don't know what they are. The chat. Oh. Okay, looks like there is a cap. Okay. Wow, we've reached the cap, guys. Okay, let's get back. All right. So don't share your post. And then also, if you share a clickable link in Facebook, like if you share, go check out my website. I don't recommend doing that. But if you say, go check out my website at blah, 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 blah. If it pops up and says, click on me, then it's automatically limited to like 1% of Facebook that can see that post. So if you have a clickable link that you want to share, maybe say, check out the link in the comments, or look below for some more information, and then post it in your first comment, and then they can look at it, and many, many, many more people are going to see your post. Okay. What to do when someone shows interest? Well, I don't recommend doing what I did, and I straight freaked out. I didn't know what to do. I was like, ah! But you just take a deep breath and realize that you just need to share with them the same information, like duplication, the same information that your person shared with you. Add them to the life-changing Plexus testimonies page that I talked about earlier. It's loaded with great testimonies. They can check those out. They can search for their own specific thing they have going on and see if there's testimonies. There probably are. Ask them to send you their email address and send the message, what is Plexus? Or send them a private message. But don't give away too much information in your public Facebook posts. For instance, we're not allowed to post prices publicly on your Facebook wall. And also, you don't really want to get into a long conversation on a Facebook post. Just say, hey, I'm so glad you're interested. I'll give you a call, or I'll private message you. That keeps people interested too, because if you give away too much, they're going to think they have all the answers, but they don't. So private message people. And then also, whatever you do, I know you think right now you don't have that many people and, oh, I'll never forget. You will. Keep a list, or people will fall through the cracks, okay? Keep a list of potential people. Keep a list of people who've liked your stuff. Keep a list of people who say, absolutely no. And then keep a list of potentials, because you will forget. All right, guys, I'm going to mute everybody out again. Okay, keep those lists, and then you can go back through them and follow up with people, because follow-up is huge. Follow up, follow up, follow up, and this is where these lists come in handy. I know this is a little bit blurry, but it says 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. Yikes! 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% only make 3 contacts and they stop. And only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. Well, you know what? Only 5% of sales are made on the 3rd contact. 10% of sales are made on the 4th contact, and 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. Now, does that mean you need to berate people and follow up 12 times in a matter of a month? No. You don't want to bug them, but you want to keep in good contact with them. Hey, I'm just checking back. Don't assume that they're uninterested because they don't answer, and don't assume that they're not interested if they take a long time to message back, or they don't answer for a long time, or they answer once and then don't answer back again. That's going to happen to all of you, but I promise you, life gets busy. They may have saw your message and then the kid pooped in the bathtub and they had to go clean it up really quickly. Like, you never know what's going on. So don't assume the worst. It's really easy to get in your head, but don't assume. Make healthy contacts with them. Try to connect with them in a different way. Just, hey, how's life going? And then before you know it, they're probably asking you about, hey, how's that Plexus business going? I needed to talk to you about that. So follow up with people. And make sure you let them know that there is a 60-day money-back guarantee too. So if they're a customer, because the 60-day money-back guarantee is only for the customers, preferred and retail customers, make sure that they check back with them. Like, hey, how's it going? You've got this whole 60-day thing. And then say, if it's a potential, say, you have nothing to lose. Try it for 60 days. All right, what's going on here? Okay. All right, here we go. Maybe this time it'll stick. All right, I got everyone muted. Okay, so what to do when someone shows interest? You're going to give them some options. You're going to ask them some questions. What are you looking for? Because it's about them. Don't throw up Plexus on them. That's not what you want to do. You want to find out, hey, what are you in this for? And so picture 1, 2, and 3 will show you 3 different ways that, or 3 different sets of products that are some of our favorite. For instance, number 1 is our Slim and Block. It's $99. And number 1 is more for someone who wants to improve their health. They're not typically on meds. They don't have crazy sweet cravings, no chronic health problems, and they want to lose some weight. Number 2 is $125. Again, these are our preferred customer prices. And these are people that don't need to lose much weight, if any at all, but you want to improve your health, especially your gut health and your bowel health. You want to boost your immune system, reduce some sweet cravings, get rid of that brain fog, fatigue, acne, etc. That is the triplex combo, and it is the best selling. And in my opinion, it is amazing and the best. And I don't ever want to be without it in my life ever again. Number 3, you want the whole shebang. This is someone who wants to improve their health. Like we mentioned above, you want to boost your immune system. You want to lose that weight also by adding the block in. And the block blocks up to 48% of the sugars and carbs that we consume. The triplex is our slim, but you guys know what that is. And then you've got ProBio 5, which is our top grade awesome probiotic that has 5 strains of probiotic in it. And you've also got some amazing digestive enzymes that help break down the outside layer of yeast in your gut. And that is what makes our probiotics so different. And then you've got an amazing magnesium supplement. It's very, very gentle. So if people are like, what is this? Don't let them freak out. It's very gentle. And something that you can take every single day. And so from what my customers and ambassadors say, those who take number 3 faithfully, like very consistently, they have the best results, the most dramatic improvement, with more of the clothes fitting right, and they also see the scale smooth. And then my favorite also is to add in that X Factor vitamin. That's what I was saying that made my hair and nails grow amazingly. And if you notice, people can sign up to get all of these things at $99, $125, or $160. But 2 and 3, it's only $10 more to just go ahead and become an ambassador. So one of the analogies that I use or have heard my teammates use is you've got 3 different shirts on the rack. You've got one that's the most expensive. You've got the preferred pricing, it's a little bit cheaper, and then a little bit cheaper after your 3rd consecutive order. And then you have wholesale pricing. Why would you not get the wholesale pricing? Well, I tell people, I would tell my grandmother to get the wholesale pricing. I just would. It's the cheapest way to get it. There's no obligation there. But we want to keep people that are going to have 100 PV or more usually be our preferred, or our ambassadors. But so what I tell them is, if you decide to go preferred, I tell no one to go retail. That just doesn't make sense to me. Why would you pay the most? If you want to go preferred, I understand. But really what you're doing is you're paying a little bit extra to have the cushion of a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if someone tells me, I am so skeptical, Sunny, I don't think this is going to work, then I say, all right, cool. Sign up preferred, try it out. You've got that 60-day money-back guarantee. But if you're not, and then I say, but I personally have never had anyone take me up on that 60-day money-back guarantee. Most people do not. Like 1% of people take you up on that 60-day money-back guarantee. So to me, it's a waste of money. So why not jump in when you know you're going to get the cheapest prices? So that's the way that I kind of look at the 3 different ways to order and how I kind of sell to people, how I share it with those that I love. Okay, and you reap what you sow. You will get out what you put in. What kind of seeds are you sowing, and what are you going to harvest? Knowledge is power. We have so many resources for you in our team page. We've got conference calls. We have YouTube videos. Sonia Dudley, Tara Castaneda, Melissa Eigenhorst, our very own Tamara Holloway, RTP Live. We have monthly opportunity meetings. We have the team page and the file section. And my word, that magnifying glass, that little baby magnifying glass in the top right-hand corner, got the little box with the magnifying glass. You can type in diabetes, and anytime someone has said diabetes, it's going to pull up. And that is so cool. So you can type in anything. You can type in PCOS. You can type in awesome meeting and see what comes up. Awesome call and see what comes up. I learned so much. If I had someone come to me and they had problems with PCOS or eczema, I would type in eczema and find out what people are saying about it. What are they recommending for that specific thing that's going on with their health? And then I would send them some information. Again, Plexus can't claim or doesn't claim to cure or prevent any illness at all, but it certainly helps and can work on some symptoms. So you reap what you sow, and what you put in. This is not all about just learning how to be a good salesperson. This is about personal growth throughout this entire Plexus journey. You're going to go through lots of ups and downs, and your own personal faith and belief in yourself and others and these products. And this opportunity is what's going to keep you going. So really digging into the information that we have for you is the recipe for success. You have the back office also. Back office resources and knowledge base. It has lots of commonly asked questions. And then you have your uplines. You have your sidelines. Ask questions. Feed yourself. All right. Product knowledge. Like I said before, we must be products of the product. It's going to build your belief, and it's going to help you form your own testimony to be able to tell others. You're going to want to know your Plexus products also. We've got the Plexus website, the back office, team pages, etc. Learn something little. You don't have to know every single thing in the very beginning. If you're a very research-minded person, you're probably going to want to before you even talk to anyone, and that's okay. But you don't have to. Just learn a little bit about something as you go so that you can give a little bit of something to someone to talk about. Don't feel like you have to know it all in the beginning. You'll get overwhelmed. You don't have to have all the answers when people ask either, and you can tell them that, and they're okay with that. Saying, you know what, I don't know that specific answer. I'll get back to you. And the only important thing is that you actually get back with them about it. And let's see, understand how to use the products so that you see optimal results with yourself in helping your customers. Make sure you're getting half your body weight of ounces of water in. That one is huge. And that you start slowly on the triplex combo so that you don't run into a bunch of die-off symptoms. All right, keys to success. I'm going to move my face for a second. Lots of people think that success looks like this. Well, that's not so much true. Mine kind of looked like this, kind of like that shows up there. You kind of go all over the place. You kind of take a few steps back. You kind of move forward. Don't think that if you're not going straight up that you're doing something wrong. But some keys to be able to have good success are to be professional. Get your business cards right off the bat. Because if you're having this great conversation with someone you just bumped into and they're like, they saw your Plexus shirt and they're like, hey, what's this Plexus stuff? And you're like, oh, it's really great. Let me, maybe in once in a million chance run into you again at Kroger. It's not going to happen. But if you have a business card, you can say, hey, contact me. Or you hand them to, have them write their name and number on the other card and give it back to you. And then you've got their information. Have business cards. I keep business cards and brochures on me all the time. Having brochures with some basic information about the products is a really good on-the-go opportunity meeting because you can pull out that, let's see, I've got one handy right here. I just say, hey, you want some information? I pull this out. I've got it with me just as quick as that. And I'm like, oh, these are my favorite. And I point out the triplex combo. And I say, these are my absolute favorite. I also really like these. This is what it's done for me. And then you also have your information on the back and they can contact you. It's all right there as quick as that. You want to be professional. You want to appear, even if you don't have it all together yet, you want to appear like you have it all together and have some information for them. Kind of like I mentioned this above or before a little bit. When working your business, you can work part-time, but you cannot work sometime. If people see you dabbling here and then quitting for a few months and then jumping in and being really excited again, they're going to be like, what is going on with that? Like I said earlier, that consistency breeds familiarity. So we want to be consistent with people. If you decide you want to post once a month, by golly, you post once a month for as long as you want to. Don't expect to move quickly. But just know that you can be as part-time or as full-time with this as you want. I'm very busy. At one point, I was adjuncting a class at UALR, and I was working full-time, and I had a boyfriend who lived out of town, and I still found a way to get myself to Senior Ruby. So, and that was hard. I was putting in a lot of work in my spare time, in my few minutes in between things. I was sending text messages. It's very flexible is what I'm trying to say. You can work this business however you want to. Just be consistent. Educate your ambassadors, like I said before, be duplicatable. Keep in touch with your customers. And as soon as they have any success at all, say, hey, how about we talk about getting your products cheaper? Why would you want to keep paying this amount of money when we know you can get them for cheaper? At their second month, you're going to follow up with them in an email or a message as you can tell they're about to roll over to order again and just say, hey, how about we sign you up for wholesale? There's no problem with asking. No problem at all. And then when they start sending you referrals, tell them that they're being silly because they could get their products for free if they would sign up their own referral. Tell them to stop giving away their money. That's what I tell people. So you want to ask people. Don't make it awkward. Make it more about the convenience of it being cheaper than about you've got to come on and you've got to be really awesome at this business with me. People get intimidated by that. I was intimidated by that when I first started. I really was just a wholesale ambassador for a while because I didn't want the pressure of thinking I had to be awesome at this. And I just kind of stumbled into it. So Moving right on along. All right, this is our compensation plan. And if this is the first time you're looking at it, you're probably thinking, what in the world? It's pretty messy, and there's like lots of little boxes and numbers. But I'm going to try to break this down for you guys. Just know that there is no other compensation plan like this in network marketing, period. You're not going to find one like this. It's phenomenal. And we're going to break it down and I'll explain. Okay, so retail commissions. This is what you sell, what goes through your website as retail customers and as preferred customers. From 100 to 499 PV, you're going to get 14 or 15% personal volume. You're going to get 15% commissions on that amount. If you go up that extra dollar and you get 500 and above, you're going to get 25% of that. So you should also know that our first 100 doesn't count. That immediately goes up to the company and is dispersed down through us in another way that we get paid, okay? So the first 100 doesn't count. So if you get 15% on $499, you're only going to get paid $59.85. But if you get 500 PV at 25%, you're going to get paid $100. That's a big jump. So that's why it should always be your goal to try to get to 500 PV, because you get much better return that way. Okay, preferred customer bonuses. Guys, these are huge because you get that bonus every single time they order that product. Every single time their order ships. So let's go back here. You can see some of these preferred customer bonuses at the very bottom, like Plexus Slim. Just by itself, every single month they order preferred and they order a package of Slim, you're going to get $15 every single time they order. And you can see the triplex combo is $20 every time they order. Plus you're going to get the PV that we just mentioned above. So you can see how those preferred customers really rack up pretty quickly. And then business building bonuses. When someone signs up under you as an ambassador, they sign up and they get a $99 welcome pack, you're going to get a quarter of that. You're going to get $25 to you. If they buy a $199 welcome pack, you're going to get $50. That's why welcome packs are important, not only for them, but you get a nice bonus when they order one as well. So not only are they getting the cheapest prices, you're getting a bonus. So it's a win-win on both cases. It's not like you're trying to convince someone to do something that's only good for you. It's really good for them too. And then your three levels up get paid another quarter of that. Then you have retail override commission. So you make 5% of all of your level 1 sales over their original 100 PV per month. That can really start to rack up too. And then you get one-time achievement bonuses. Each time you rank from silver to senior ruby, you get a really great bonus. So let's go back and look again. Silver, you're going to get $100. Gold, $250. Senior gold, $350. Ruby is $500. Senior ruby is $750. And you're like, wait a minute, why don't I get a bonus at Emerald, Sapphire, Diamond? Oh, wait, you do. I'll explain it later. Okay, so then there's also this amazing thing called Fast Start. If you have all of these friends lined up and you just want to go over the top, if you rank to gold through senior ruby in your first month, in your first calendar 30 days, you're going to get double those bonuses we were just talking about. Say, what? Yes, that's what I said. Double bonus. If you can do that in your first 30 days, hello, Rockstar, you're awesome. And it's really something that you should push toward. I had no idea it existed, but it's really cool. Okay, this is my favorite part of our compensation plan, and this is the part that makes our compensation plan stand apart from anyone else. We have pay points. So in our first level, so if I sign up someone, they're going to be my level 1. They're worth 5 points to me. If they sign up someone, they're going to be my level 2. And then if they sign up someone, they're going to be my level 3. Those first 3 levels, I get paid 5 points on each of them, each single person. And then from on down, my 4th level, I get paid 4 points. My 5th level, I get paid 3 points. 6, 2, 7, 1. And those five points are worth approximately $3 each. So it's $15 for a level 1 each time. You're like, nah, big deal. Not that big of a deal. Why wouldn't I just have them be a preferred customer? I get more money that way. Because remember, I get $20 every time someone orders a triplex. Why would I turn that in for $15? Well, because this turns into something really big. And it's called the power of 3. So you can see at 15 points, if you sign up 3 people, I wish I had okay. So here's me or you, and I sign up 3 people. These 3 people are worth 5 points each. So this is $15, this is 15 and 15. So my first level is $45. That doesn't seem like a whole lot. But then you start going down these levels, and remember, you're duplicating, right? So you're teaching these people how to do exactly what you did, so then they add their own 3 people. Then before you know it, you've got $135. And then $405. And then you get down here to the 5th level, and it's $2,187. Huge, okay? And that's residual income. This is what you get plus your PV, plus any preferred customers you might have. This is just one of the ways that we get paid. And this happens whether they're choosing to sell anything. If they have 100 PV each month, you're going to get paid the pay points. That is massive residual income that is so unique and amazing. So this is one of my favorite Power of 3 slides, and I threw that in because it gives you the total at the bottom. If you go all the way down to 7 levels, all of these points added up is 4,893 total points. So that amount right there, so 4,893, you can multiply that times 3. Multiply that times 3. That is huge. That is massive income that you're getting every single month just by people taking their products. That's why our compensation is not a huge sales-based compensation plan. It's all about people just taking their products. And what's amazing is that 4,893 points. In order to be able to make that amount in PV every month, well, okay, in other compensation plans, you would basically have to have 59,000 personal PV every single month, in order to be able to get the same amount that you're getting from the pay point value here. Wow, that blows my mind. And so other companies are struggling for sales all the time, and we don't have to do that because we have this residual income built in for us. Thank you, Plexus. Okay, so more of understanding compensation plan. Why in the world does Emerald not get that achievement bonus? Well, because we get a profit share in the Emerald pool every single month. What? We also get to pick out our own Lexus. Has to be white, but it's a beautiful pearly white. And they will give you a stipend for that each month that you qualify for Emerald. And we get a yearly trip to Maui. This year, we're going to Kona. We're going to the Big Island. And I'm so excited because I've never been to Hawaii before, and now I get to go for free, and I get to take my mom for free. That's life-changing stuff and so cool. And also that Emerald pool bonus, it's much bigger than the Senior Ruby bonus, I promise. And then when you get to Sapphire, not only do you have even more pay points that I just explained to you, but we get a share in the Emerald pool, and we get a share in the Sapphire pool as well. And then when you get to Diamond, you get profit share in the Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond pools. And then we have something else that's very unique to our company, which is called the Diamond Reentry Program. So essentially, you can get all the way to Diamond and keep all of that income. And then you can start over under yourself as your own level 1. And you can do it all over again. That's crazy. That is nuts. Have you seen that income? Have you seen the income chart? It's massive. But I'm going to talk about something else right now. It is our convention contest. Convention is coming up June 12th through the 16th. It's in Las Vegas, and you guys are not going to want to miss it. Plexus does not do anything half-heartedly. They go big. I mean, really, 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 really big. And it's always a lot of fun, and they treat us right. But this convention contest is a way to kind of motivate you to get really started off strong here in the beginning. Anyone can go to convention. You need to register soon, though, because we're running out of space. So register as soon as you possibly can. You can do that through your back office. There's a link at the bottom. It says it'll have like a Vegas sign on it, so you won't miss it. But if you sponsor a level 1, you're going to get 10 credits. And each new personally sponsored retail or preferred customer who orders 50 PV or more, you're going to get 10 credits. And then you're going to get credits for how much PV you have each month as well. If you get 200 credits, you get entered to win VIP access, which is something that we get to have as jewels. So that's pretty special. Last year, I tried to like sneak in through the VIP access, and I may have gotten told to leave. It's somewhere you're going to want to be, I promise. So that's really fun. And then if you get 450 credits, you can get your $100 registration voucher. So basically you get your registration back for free. And then you can go to a winner's dinner for 875 credits. And the 1,600 credits is a $300 travel voucher. 3,500 is a black tie gala. And they also include your Sunday night hotel stay. It's like super fancy. And if you're a Michael Bolton fan, I only know him as like funny jokes, but apparently he's a really big deal. So he's going to be there, and I want to be there. So the black tie gala is 3,500 credits, 5,000 credits. You get $3,000. You can walk across stage with one of those like big checks. It's really pretty fun. And then if you go real big, you can get a choice from a jewelry platter. That's like a really big deal. So I really recommend that you guys consider going to convention. I know right now it probably seems like there's no way I could ever make that happen, but you're going to want to find a way to make it happen, I promise. So I think that's all for now. If you want to unmute yourself, you can and ask questions. I'm glad you guys were on with me. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, but feel